What's up, guys? Just got back from the movies. Just got done seeing the Backrooms. I don't know about you guys, but I love putting my chocolate-covered raisins in my popcorn bucket. But we're about to... Well, that was weird. Not too sure what happened or how I got here, but I saw the Backrooms. Let's talk about it. Backrooms is a horror film directed by Kane Parsons, based on his popular YouTube series, released by A24 on May 29th, 2026. It stars these people. And it follows a furniture salesman who discovers a doorway to an endless, surreal dimension of liminal spaces, with his therapist trying to save him as he becomes lost in his nightmare world. I just wanted to start off this video by saying, as somebody who watched the original Backrooms YouTube series around the time it came out, I really enjoyed this movie, and I thought all of the story directions that they went in were great. And I think it really, really worked well. And I also think, more importantly, I want to point out that I could even argue that people that have no idea what the Backrooms are will have, and probably did have a better viewer experience than people that were like fans of the OG YouTube series and were maybe over analyzing things and were expecting certain things, and and also, this is gonna be a hot take. I think a lot of people that are mad are just a bunch of kids from TikTok and Roblox that only information is based off of the games, which is not exactly how the YouTube series goes. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate going on the movie right now, and it's because of that reason, I think. I thought the pacing of this movie was incredible. From start to finish, I was on my tippy toes, and I was never bored. Again, it was another one of those movies where there wasn't a single time where I was bored or I was like, oh, is this almost over? I did go with a large group of friends, so maybe being there with friends had to do with it being a little bit more enjoyable, I will say. I always try to take in any type of factors like that when I'm doing these reviews. But I do genuinely think that this movie was just paced really well. Now, this was indeed a horror movie, so we've got to talk about the scares. And there were some pretty good ones, although they were cheesy jump scares to be expected. But that's not where the scariness comes in this movie. This movie shined with its creepily dreadful, despairing feeling of atmosphere that it filled the room with. I feel like I was uncomfortable and anxious and scared and just all the things I think a horror movie are, all the feelings I think that were instilled into somebody when they watched the original YouTube video, that unsettledness, it was to full effect, for me at least, in the movie theater when I saw it. It was pure, uncomfortable, just unsure fear is the way the Backrooms is. And maybe it's because I've got some weird phobia with the liminal spaces thing, but it put dread in my body. I've either already compared or I will compare this movie in some aspects in very, very only little sections to Blair Witch Project, and I would also like to compare it. These are all positives, and these are very, very slight comparisons, but as above, so below. The feeling, again, going back to the uncomfortable feeling that it was giving me, it was almost like this descent into madness is probably a better way that I could say. It felt like I was descending into scarier and scarier stuff, and it was great. Now, there were only a couple characters in this movie, but I thought all of them were very colorful, and when I say colorful, some people may see that as a weird way. They were very alive, I should say. They were very alive. And in a cheesy way, I feel like everybody can kind of see themselves in all of these characters a little bit, one way or another. And on a more personal note, I can definitely see myself in the main character a little bit. We're not going to talk about that too much because that's womp womp stuff. And I don't know if that's what was. I don't know if the intention was for the audience to feel very relatable to some of the characters, mainly the main character in some of these aspects, but it worked for me. That's what I got out of it. And so regardless if that's what they were intending, that's what I got. And I think that it's an impactful thing. And again, I feel like movies should always leave some sort of memory. Everybody, give me a round of applause. I'll give myself a round of applause and 2 pats on the shoulders. I actually heard the soundtrack this time, and it was good. The soundtrack was amazingly scary, but in the most beautiful way. It was very minimal, very minimal tracks that played, but it was the absolute cherry on top. It's really hard to explain exactly what feelings some of the soundtracks were giving off. Again, it's one of those things where I really do think that you guys need to go watch this movie. This movie is great. Go watch this movie with a group of friends. I know I say that a lot, but this movie is great with a group of friends. Oh, it's good. It's a chef. Oh, chef's a kills. It had an amazing sound design as well. When we start talking about soundtracks, I'm probably going to start talking about sound design. If anything sticks out, I probably won't talk about sound design every movie, but this movie, everything really stuck out. How quiet the quiet was, how loud the louds were, how distant and echoey sounds were. They just all sounded so freaking great, and it was terrifying to listen to. So I'll just be honest, is scary sounds made me scared. These visuals were unlike anything I have ever seen in my entire life. Of course, you get all of the creepy material that you expect from the original YouTube series, but on the big screen, where it's even more unsettling and just crazy to look at. We get quite a few scenes that I personally fell in love with that were like a POV VHS shot. And again, that's where I kind of talked earlier that Blair Witch Project-esque. And I really, really loved some of those scenes. And of course, those VHS scenes, they always just make me under the assumption that there's a lot more authenticity behind the film, that it's no longer a movie, but it's a documentation. If you were to show somebody Blair Witch Project that has never seen a movie in their entire life, you would probably have scarred them for life, because they would have thought that was real footage. Blair Witch Project. If you guys haven't seen Blair Witch Project, go watch that. One of the best films ever. Best set of actors and one of the best actresses ever. But the lighting was done extremely well. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about, how great they looked. But again, it's one of those things where I really do think you guys just need to go watch it for yourself and see it for yourself, because it looked so great. Time for the big question. Did Scooter like this movie? Hell yeah, I liked this movie. This movie was awesome. Definitely one of the best movies I've seen in a while. One of the best horror movies I've seen in a while. Not better than Obsession, but again, that's kind of like comparing two completely opposite things, because they're very different movies. This is very close, though. This is very close. Very different styles, so I'd say it's very close. Definitely one of the best movies I've seen this month. If not, this might go down as one of the best movies I've seen this year, up there with Obsession. Yeah, this is great. I think that you guys should go see this one. Definitely get your friends together, get your mom together, get your dad together, get your cousins together, take your dog, take your cat, take your hamster, take your fish. I don't care. I don't think those last three are allowed in the theater. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about that one. Leg guitar. Sorry. That's all I've got to say about that. I'll get you guys in the next one, in the next video of whatever it ends up being. I wrote the script out for this and recorded all of this in about like an hour because I've got to go to work here in a little bit. So if it seems like it's half-assed, it's because it kind of is. I'm really sorry. Today is the last day of May, which means tomorrow's the first day of June. I wanted this video to be up before the first day of June. That way I can focus all of June on my monthly vlog and my first monthly vlog, and I can focus it on just the movie reviews that I'm probably going to try to keep posting Fridays and Saturdays. Because I go to the movies every Friday and Saturday, almost every Friday and Saturday. If there's not a movie I don't want to go see on a Friday or Saturday, then obviously I'm not going to go see it. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a little intro for the June vlog, and then we'll see how the rest of the month goes. Hopefully, I can get some pretty good footage, so you guys keep a lookout for that. June vlog will be posted on... I'm going to be posting... Basically, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be posting a video, an update video here tonight, actually. I think I'm going to post an update video talking about what's new for the channel, talking about the monthly vlogs. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to just try and record a little bit. Not every day, but when I go out and I do stuff, and just whenever I do record stuff, I'll go home, and when I have free time, I'll just smash it all together, edit it together, and then on the very first of the month, the vlog for the prior month will be uploaded. So if that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. So the first of the month, the prior month's vlog will be uploaded. So on July 1st, it'll be June 1st vlog. On August 1st, it will be July's vlog, and so on and so forth. And I think that this will be a really fun thing to do. But I have to go. I am going to be running late very soon. I have to go. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys in the next one. Follow me, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on twitch.tv/scooter_booter. All of the links are going to be in the description. Go check out my buddy's rugs. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. High five.